Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sandusky High School Winter Sports 2020-2021 Virtual Bowling Banquet. Again, this year, we could not get together to acknowledge all the accomplishments that the boys and girls did this past season, so another virtual banquet we have to do, so let's get started. Let's start off with the girls first. Ended up with a record of 13 wins and 6 losses, 8-4 within the SBC Lake Division, which was good enough for a third place finish, and a third place finish at the SBC Tournament Championships in Lorain. We had 2 all-conference performers this past season. Earning a first-team all-conference selection was sophomore Shania Robacher, and earning a second-team all-conference selection she was our captain this past year, senior Zoe Baker. Congratulations, ladies, on your conference selections. And now let's go on to the letter winners for the girls. We had 3 first-year letter winners this past season. Freshman Caliola Maker, senior Lydia Beard, and sophomore Decidante. Congratulations, ladies. We ended up with 2 two-year letter winners in sophomores Lauren Weimer and Shania Robacher. 2 three-year letter winners in senior Tazaria German and junior Taylor Scroggy. And then 1 4-year letter winner, Captain Zoe Baker. Congratulations, ladies, on your earning your varsity letters at Sandusky High. The boys, 14 wins, 5 losses, 11-1 in the SBC Lake Division, which was good enough for an SBC Lake Division Conference Championship and also an SBC Lake Division Tournament Team Championship. We had 4 all-conference performers this past season. Starting out with junior Trey Burris. Trey was a second-team all-conference performer this year, and he was also the SBC Tournament Singles Champion with a 625 series, which earned him a spot in the all-tournament team. Senior Jackson Kramer, first-team all-SBC Lake Division selection and an all-tournament team selection in Lorain back in January. Hunter Maxwell, first team all SBC Lake Division and also an all tournament team selection. And sophomore Zach Senish. Zach was a first team all SBC selection and the SBC Lake Division most outstanding bowler with an overall conference average of 214.6. And Zach also earned a spot on the SBC Lake Division all tournament team as well. Congratulations to our all-conference selections. On to the letter winners for the boys. We had 3 first-year letter winners in junior Trey Burris, sophomore Jeremy Fleming, and junior DeQuaris Brown. Congratulations, gentlemen. We also had 3 two-year letter winners in sophomore Logan Maxwell, sophomore Max Chamberlain, and sophomore Zach Senich. Congratulations, gentlemen. 2 3-year letter winners in senior Jackson Kramer and junior Hunter Maxwell. Congratulations, gentlemen. And 1 4-year letter winner. He was also our boys captain this year in Josh Bishop. So congratulations to all the boys on their earning their varsity letters. Let's go on to our special awards this year, which are the Captain's Award, the Coach's Award, the Medalist Award, and, of course, the Most Valuable Bowler. Captain's Awards for the girls. Talking with Captain Zoe Baker, she informed me of her selection. The captains make the selections for these awards. This young lady was, this year, bowled pretty much every match. And no matter if it was a good match or a bad match, she was always positive and cheering on her teammates as well. And like I said, she did very well this year. And the Captain's Award winner for the girls is junior Taylor Scroggy. Congratulations to you, Taylor. The Captain's Award for the boys, senior captain Josh Bishop picked this young man. He was a true team player, and when he came in during our varsity matches, he did very well, and not really a lot of time on varsity during the regular season, but he was included in our sectional team that got out of the Fremont sectionals onto the districts in Portland the following weekend. Like I say, a 2-team player, and I'm very proud of this young man. The Captain's Award winner for the boys, Logan Maxwell. Congratulations to you, Logan. On to the Coaches Award. First, we'll start off with the boys. When selecting this young man, it's not all what you do on the lanes, but it's what you do outside of the bowling center and what you do in the classroom. This young man, compared to last year, has turned his schooling around. He's done very well. And like I say, he did very well on the lanes this past season. But the improvement in the classroom as a student athlete, with student being the most important word there, he has turned it around. And we were glad to have him on our varsity squad this year. So my Coaches Award winner for the boys was junior Trey Burris. Congratulations to you, Trey. Captain's Coaches Award winner for the girls. When you get a young lady or a young man that really wants to bowl, really wants to improve, and wants to practice a lot, those are the kind of kids and bowlers you love to be around, because like I say, they want to get better, and that's really what it's sort of like a dream for a coach to be able to have some bowlers like that. And I've had quite a few of them this year. And for the girls, this young lady is called on many occasions outside of the practice session and wanted to practice, which is never a problem to get over there and practice. And she has improved so much from her freshman year, where she bowled at Perkins and averaged a little over 102 for the season. She ended up close to 140 this past year, so plus 38 in average per game this year. And she was a joy to have on our varsity squad this past season. So the Coaches Award winner for the girls is sophomore Dessa Dante. Congratulations to you, Dessa. Now let's go on to our Medalist Award, which entails when we bowl a match, the highest team 2-game series bowled by a boy or a girl. And in our tournaments, we have 3 games that we bowl. Those scores, the highest team scores per match and tournament, if you're high on the team, you get a point, and whoever has the most at the end of the season earns the Medalist Award. So if we start out for the girls' Medalist Award, we had a close contest this year with Shania Robacher earning 8 medalist points and Zoe Baker earning 10 medalist points, which came right down to sectionals to decide a winner. So the Medalist Award winner for the girls this year, senior Zoe Baker. Congratulations, Zoe. For the boys, it also came down to the sectional tournament, and it was a contest between Jackson Kramer and Zach Senish. Jackson ended up with 6 medalist points, and with Zach Senish being high on the team at sectionals, he earned a point there, which rose his total to 8. So for the Medalist Award winner for the boys this season, the award winner is sophomore Zach Senish. Congratulations to you, Zach. Now let's go on to the highest award earned in Sandusky bowling, which is the most valuable bowler. That consists of the highest team average for the entire season, not just the SBC Lake Division, but the entire season, in which we bowled, I think right off the top of my head, 6 non-conference matches, which added into the total season average. For the girls, it was a close contest. Shania Robacher ended up 159.8, and with a 164.6, our most valuable bowler this past season was senior Zoe Baker. Congratulations to you, Zoe. And then for the boys, Jackson Kramer ended up with a 202 overall average, And with a 212.2 overall average and the Sandusky High Boys Most Valuable Bowler, sophomore Zach Senish. So congratulations to you, Zach. The season has been very taxing for a lot of people. You know, what we had to do for social distancing and preventing the spread of the COVID-19, and of course all the restrictions that we got handed down by the OHSAA that we had to follow. I can't thank the bowlers, the parents, guardians, grandparents, etc., for everything that they did this year to be able to even have a season. It was up in the air back in October as to what we were going to do with winter sports, and like I say, we did what we had to do, and we got the season in, and I hope the kids had a good time as well as all the spectators and the parents and guardians and everybody. But yeah, it was a season. Hopefully, this coming winter we don't have to go through that. But there are some instances that I'm going to implement for next year's as well, just because of what we had to go through this year, and I think it'll make it a smoother season. In closing, I'd like to thank a few people for all their hard work this year. First, Kathy DeHaan Hunter, Administrative Assistant at Sandusky High School Athletic Department. Kathy, again this year, I thank you for everything that you've done, not just this year, but in the past years, and making the season run a little smoothly. Like I say, appreciate everything you've done, and hopefully we can do this again next year. Mr. J. Martin, due to the number of spectators we were allowed to have, we had to have vouchers to be able to get into our home matches at Cedar this past season, and Mr. Martin took care of getting all the vouchers to me on a timely basis so I can pass them out to the kids to give to their parents, guardians, and just to be able to get into the match. So, Mr. Martin, can't thank you enough, and like I say, I appreciate everything you did this year, but hopefully things might get back to normal for next year. But thanks again for everything this year. Mr. Ted Peters. Me and Ted have met more times this year than in the past with everything that we had to do with the COVID, and then, of course, with the shortness of bus drivers this year and the kids going back into class. We had to kind of rearrange our schedules to be able to get us to our away matches and home, safely, to and from safely. I can't thank you enough, Ted, you and your bus driver, for taking care of us this past season. And I gotta say, couldn't have done this season without you and your bus driver. So thank you very much, Mr. Sean Coakley, athletic director at Sandusky High School. Thank you for your input and help this past season, especially with the restrictions for COVID and the social distancing and everything. So we hammered it out, and we got it done just to be able, to bowl this season. So I thank you very much for everything that you've done. And then, definitely last but not least, Randy Hart over at Cedar Lane's bowling proprietor. We've been over there now 13 years, and anything that we needed from Randy, he took care of us, and we appreciate him and his staff for everything that they've done for us, and hope to continue this again next year. So, in closing, I thank everybody so very much for this past season, and like I say, what we had to do, and we got the season in, and the kids did fantastic all season. So with that, I say good night. Have a great rest of your school season, and for the seniors, I wish you nothing but the best in everything that you do post-graduation this year, and stop out and see us again sometime. Thank you very much, and good night.